What if I told you that one of the most devoted relationships in the animal kingdom belongs not to mammals or birds, but to a tiny fish that swims upright and looks like a miniature horse? Picture this. Every morning, as dawn breaks over the coral reefs, a pair of seahorses performs an intricate dance. They wrap their tails around the same blade of seagrass, change color in synchrony, and swim together in perfect harmony. This isn't just a chance encounter. It's a daily ritual between lifelong partners who will never mate with anyone else. In a world where most marine creatures practice casual mating or never even meet their partners twice, seahorses have perfected the art of monogamy. But why would these delicate, vulnerable creatures invest so much in a single relationship? The answer reveals one of nature's most brilliant survival strategies. To understand why seahorses mate for life, we first need to appreciate how extraordinary they really are. Seahorses are fish, though they look nothing like the typical swimmers we imagine. They lack scales, have prehensile tails like monkeys, and swim upright using a tiny dorsal fin that flutters up to 35 times per second. They're terrible swimmers, really, so poor that they can die of exhaustion in rough currents. This vulnerability shapes everything about their lives, including how they love. In the vast, dangerous ocean where predators lurk everywhere and food is scarce, finding a mate is incredibly risky and energy-consuming. For seahorses, the solution was simple. Find one good partner and stick with them for life. The courtship that begins their lifelong bond is among the most elaborate in nature. When two seahorses first meet, they engage in what scientists call a pre-dawn dance. For days, sometimes weeks, they meet at the same time each morning and perform a synchronized ballet. They change colors from pale yellow to vibrant orange, spiral around each other, and even make clicking sounds through their snouts. This isn't just romantic, it's practical. They're testing each other's fitness, ensuring they can move in perfect harmony, which is crucial for successful mating. The female needs to trust that the male can carry their offspring, while the male needs to know the female is healthy enough to produce strong eggs. Once they pass this trial period, they form a bond that typically lasts until death. But the most remarkable part of their relationship comes after they commit. Unlike virtually every other species on Earth, male seahorses become pregnant. The female deposits her eggs into the male's brood pouch, where he fertilizes and carries them for up to 45 days. During this time, the pair continues their daily meetings. They reaffirm their bond each morning, strengthening their connection for the next breeding cycle. This constant reinforcement is crucial because seahorses live in environments where finding each other again would be nearly impossible. Currents could separate them, predators could pick one off, or they might simply drift apart in the vast seagrass beds. By maintaining their bond daily, they ensure they'll always have a reliable partner when breeding season returns. The challenges they face together are immense. Seahorses have no stomachs. They need to eat constantly to survive. They're sitting ducks for predators like crabs, rays, and larger fish. Their habitats, coral reefs and seagrass beds, are among the most threatened ecosystems on Earth. In this precarious existence, their monogamy becomes a survival superpower. They don't waste energy searching for new mates. They don't risk dangerous encounters with strangers. They've created a partnership where both individuals invest everything in each other's survival. Research shows that bonded pairs produce more offspring than singles who change partners. Their synchronized movements make them less noticeable to predators. Their familiar routines mean they know exactly where to find each other when it's time to breed. Perhaps the most touching aspect of their relationship is what happens when one partner dies. Unlike many animals who quickly find replacements, widowed seahorses often refuse to mate again. They've been observed continuing their morning dances alone, returning to the same meeting spot day after day. Some stop eating. Others become more vulnerable to predators, as if they've lost their will to hide. This grieving period can last for weeks, precious time in the short life of a creature that typically lives only 1 to 5 years. Their devotion runs so deep that losing their partner can literally be fatal. Today, as seagrass habitats disappear and oceans warm, the seahorse's unique approach to love faces unprecedented challenges. But their story offers us a powerful lesson about cooperation in difficult environments. Their lifelong partnerships show us that sometimes the best strategy for survival isn't being the strongest or fastest, but being the most reliable. In a world of constant change, having one constant partner might be the ultimate advantage. The seahorse reminds us that commitment can be evolutionary, that vulnerability can be strength, and that even in the deepest oceans, the most powerful force might just be staying together. What other animal love stories would you like to explore? Comment below which creatures' mating habits fascinate you most, and we might feature it in our next deep dive into nature's most remarkable relationships.